These are the peak watch market prices versus today's market prices. So starting off, you got the black ceramic AP skeleton, reference number 15416CE. Now the AP skeleton is made in numerous materials such as the stainless steel, you have the rose gold, you have the yellow gold, black ceramic, and some others. However, this one I would consider is one of the most demanded ones out of the collection. Now this one at the peak time used to trade for $500,000. However, in today's market, you can pick one of these up for $260,000. Now moving on to the most sought after and demanded Nautilus in today's market, this is the Patek 5712 1A in stainless steel. Now this piece has a moon phase complication as well as a full steel case and bracelet. If you wanted to pick up one of these during the peak time, it would cost you around $180,000 to $200,000. However, in today's market, you can pick one up depending on the year between $115,000 to $140,000. Now moving over to Rolex. Here you have one of Rolex's most iconic pieces. This is the presidential Rolex Day-Date 40mm in rose gold with the olive green dial, reference number 228235. Now the olive dial is also known as the anniversary dial and is probably one of the best sold Day-Date dials that Rolex has ever produced. If you wanted to buy one of these during the peak time, it would cost you around $80,000 to $85,000. However, in today's market, you can pick up a brand new piece for $55,000. Moving on to an all-time classic, you have the iconic Rolex GMT Master 2, reference number 126710BLRO. This is also known as the Pepsi. Now this is probably one of the highest demanded GMT models that Rolex has ever produced. You have the Batgirl, you have the Pepsi, you have the Sprite, and you have a few others as well. However, this is the one that has the highest demand in the secondary market. When you wanted to pick one of these up when the market was at its highest point, you would pay close to $30,000. However, in today's market, you can pick up a brand new piece for $23,000. So pick one up before it gets discontinued. Now back over to AP. You have the classic 15510 Royal Oak in 41mm with the stainless steel case and bracelet alongside the blue dial. Now when it comes to AP, you have multiple different dial colors, everything from white, black, gray, green, and blue, which is this one. If you wanted to pick up one of these at its highest point in the market, it would cost you around $85,000. However, in today's market, you can pick one up for as little as $50,000, which is nothing compared to where these pieces used to trade at. Now last but not least, moving over to Richard Mille. This piece over here is the RM30 in titanium, and in today's market, this piece would be considered an entry-level model in comparison to other models that ARM have released. Now, these back in the days used to trade for $220,000 and could range all the way up to $250,000. However, in today's market, depending on the year, you can pick up a pre-owned or a brand new one of these for closer to $150,000. Now, this gives you a great indication of where the prices used to be in the market. So if it was me, I would say this is a great time to pick up some of the bigger pieces in comparison to the prices where they were at before. So if you're looking for any luxury timepieces, contact me. My name is Kevin from Watch Maestro.